Let me tell you something straight up. Every minute you spend scrolling through social media, staring at women you'll never talk to, watching lives you'll never live, and comparing yourself to strangers who don't even know you exist, is a minute stolen from the life you could be building. You think it's just harmless entertainment, you think it's just a quick scroll, but let's be real. You've been scrolling for 45 minutes and you haven't done a single thing that gets you closer to your goals. How do I know? Because I've been there. Because most of us have. We live in a world that thrives on distraction. You open Instagram to check one notification, and before you know it, you're neck deep in reels of girls twerking, flexing, posing, living their best life while yours is stuck on pause. You're giving your time, your focus, your energy to people who aren't even thinking about you. And here's the real kicker. That quick scroll is costing you your future. Distraction is the modern-day drug. You don't need alcohol or weed to numb your mind anymore. You got Instagram, you got TikTok, you got a never-ending stream of curated perfection that keeps your brain addicted, your time wasted, and your dreams delayed. That scroll is a hit of dopamine, that booty you're staring at, a chemical trap. And every time you give in, you feed the addiction. But what are you getting in return? What does 3 hours of scrolling actually do for you? What do you walk away with, except regret, comparison, lust, and wasted time? That's time you could have used to start your business, to go to the gym, to learn a new skill, to read, to write, to build, to grow. But instead, you gave it away. For free. For nothing. The illusion of connection. You think you're connected. You think you're in the loop. But all you're doing is watching people pretend to be perfect. You're not connecting. You're consuming. And let's talk about what you're consuming. Big-ass girls? Sure, they're beautiful. But staring at them isn't making you any better. They're not going to build your business. They're not going to pay your bills. They're not going to fix your body, your mindset, your work ethic. They're not your problem. But your addiction to them is. You're wasting your precious time fantasizing instead of materializing. You're focused on ass when you should be focused on assets. Let that sink in. Time is the one thing you don't get back. Here's the truth no one wants to say. Time is the most valuable currency you have. Not money, not looks, not popularity, time. And you're spending it like it's unlimited, like you can always get serious later. But later is a lie. Later turns into never. And before you know it, 5 years have passed and you're still in the same place. Broke, unfulfilled, distracted, wondering where the time went. Let me tell you where it went. It went into your phone, into reels, into thirst traps, into DMing people who left you on read, into watching other men live the life you wish you had. If you can chase her, you can chase goals. You can double tap a girl's photo within seconds. You can slide into DMs without hesitation. You can spend hours liking, commenting, hoping to get noticed. Imagine if you chased your goals the same way. Imagine if you pursued discipline, skill, and mastery with that same energy. Imagine if you were that bold about your future. But nah, that takes work, that takes patience, that takes sacrifice. So you go back to the scroll because it's easier to lust over her than to love yourself enough to level up. Let me ask you this. What's more attractive, being a man who stares at women all day, or being the man women can't help but stare at because of what he's built? Become the man you're busy idolizing, not just on social media, in real life. Discipline is what separates the weak from the winners. You say you want success, but you don't want to unplug from the feed. You say you want freedom, but you're enslaved by your scroll. You say you want to build, but you won't stop watching. That's not discipline, that's dysfunction. Discipline means doing what needs to be done whether you feel like it or not. It means choosing progress over pleasure. It means turning off the noise and getting to work. Not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. You think success is about luck? No, it's about decisions, and you're making the wrong ones. You have a phone full of potential, but you're using it to escape instead of execute. Success starts with sacrifice. You want a better life? Then you gotta make better choices. You can't want to be rich, healthy, respected, and still act like a boy who can't say no to distraction. At some point, you have to put the phone down. You have to delete the apps that are stealing your focus. You have to block the triggers that pull you back into bad habits, and you have to do the damn work. Sacrifice is uncomfortable, yes, but so is being broke, so is being insecure, so is knowing you could have done more but didn't. Choose your heart, because scrolling is easy, but so is regret. Every scroll is a choice. Every time you open that app, you're making a choice to waste or to work, to watch or to win, to scroll or to grow. No one's gonna do it for you. No one's gonna hold your hand and drag you to success. No one's going to clap for you if all you do is talk and watch and wish. It's on you, all of it. And that should fire you up, not scare you. Because if you're the problem, then you're also the solution. You have the power to break the cycle today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Put the phone down, get your mind right. Focus on your craft, your fitness, your vision, your paper, your peace. Be the man who builds instead of scrolls. Final word. Let me leave you with this. You can keep living like a passive consumer, addicted to the lives of others, or you can start living like a relentless creator, obsessed with the life you're building. You can either keep watching big-ass girls on your screen, or you can go build a life so strong, so powerful, so purpose-driven, that women of value want to be a part of it. Because when you elevate yourself, your whole world changes. Respect increases, opportunities increase, confidence increases, and you don't chase women. They recognize your worth and walk with you, but it starts with discipline, it starts with action, it starts with putting down your damn phone and picking up your purpose. So what's it gonna be? Keep scrolling or start building?